Herbert's haircuts for the day are about to hit double figures.
You busy today, Ben? See? Not busy. I'm supposed to tell them off for that.
It's Friday, it's 5 to 3, it's Mrs. Lloyd.
How many years have you been coming in to me? Since it started. It's 38 years she's been coming. Every Friday for 38 years.
Since Herbert was 18. It's their salon.
Well, I won't tell you how old she is, but guess who recommended her? Her mother. Could you believe that?
While Herbert's hard at it, the other staff are taking a break for stylist Karen's birthday.
Rather it is. I've only had, how many birthdays? 29? Oh, I've got one just left. Yeah.
Dig in, your name's Shovel.
All my staff are getting a bit on, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can't cope. I have to open an old person's home shortly.
Have you made a wish?
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
While the girls celebrate, Herbert's getting a little jaded.
And there's no one helping me, really. And if there's anybody in the staff room, I'll just be really annoyed to think that they're sitting in while...
1, 2, 8:45. Wow. Okay, we'll let it go.
Apprentice Stephen's day has just taken a turn for the worse. Herbert's favourite brush has gone missing. It's vital he finds it before Herbert notices.
Every single one was there, washed every
Stephen's enlisted Ben in the search for the elusive hairbrush.
Bad boy.
His brushes mean a lot to him. So he got them from Washington in the States. He goes mad when he loses them, so I'm just going to try and find some more in the next room.
On an average day in the salon, a total of 13 feet of hair is cut off. At the same time, hair extensionist Diane can stitch 6 feet back on. She also lends a friendly ear.
You know, some of my customers tell me things that they wouldn't tell their best friends. You know, and just because they know that, you know, they can come in and say anything they want to me. And I'm not here to judge them, I'm here to do the hair and make them feel good.
I'm fine, how are you? Looking good.
So are you. You look good.
Diane's next client, Jilly, brings some welcome showbiz glitz to the salon.
You have to tell me all about it.
Stephen! Stephen!
Stephen's worst fears have been realised.
Well, I've got no brushes left, and I can't understand this. I am really annoyed.
He's got very, very high standards, and you've got to make sure that you don't slip up, like Steve has. Just got to try and stick to what you know is right, and avoid situations like this.
I'm at the premium age for
the type
a cabaret artist. And I don't do pubs because I am not a pub artist.
Yeah.
I love a club. You've got an audience who've come out to be entertained, and you want to entertain them, and it's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing in this world like it.
Yeah.
Better than an orgasm. Don't tell Roy.
My brushes should be in my hand, shouldn't they? So if they're anywhere else, I want to know why. So somebody must have moved them. Stephen, find the brush, son. I want the brush within half an hour.
I don't know where that brush has gone. Really would love to know where that brush went.
Hairdressers see this to me. I mean, I'm a very light-hearted person, but when it's detrimental to the client that's in front of me, you know, the new hack comes on, you know, and the horns come out.
On stage, I wear such glitzy dresses
Yeah.
that I like them to fit where they touch. I like them to be on the Shirley Bassey style with the Cher fit. Where can I get hold of a Shirley Bassey original, you know? At a Jilly Francis Budges.
As the great brush hunt continues, no one is above suspicion.
Esther, have you taken any of Herbert's brushes?
I'm always hoping somebody will brush my hair.
Not even Esther, the 84-year-old tea lady.
My life has been hell up until the time when I met Roy, my husband. My mum left us when I was 6 years old, and she was never her words she was never spoken of at home. My grandmother brought us up. We never saw her. I think in those days that was it. If a woman left her children, she lost all rights to them.
Just chill, count to 10, and just chill. You'll be alright.
Counting for 100.
Still blowing your fleas.
Stephen.
People shouldn't take them, should they? Be blaming me. All of them, yeah.
Is that what's happened? People took them?
Well, he keeps on doing this, Stephen, all the time with me. I mean, it's not once it happens, it's every week, you know. He's consistent, I'll give him that.
Seems to think I've lost it, but I think he's wrong. Yeah, very wrong. She takes out with someone else. Young Tiff.
But when I met Roy, I met him at a perfect time. He met me at a perfect time. And it was one of those things, it was meant to be. We were each other's salvation, and I've never looked back.
You finished? Finished? No, for life. Completely. I'm jacking it in. I'm giving me notice in. Who do you hand your notice in to? I'm working too hard. Hey, pressure, you know. You're giving me nothing but pressure today.
So if I don't see you this time, I'll
Get
definitely
another one.
see you at some point. Certainly. I will. All right.
Diane's finished as well. Jilly's 2-hour session costs her £360.
I've given me notice in anyway. I would have opened a vein, actually, if you could have got me a razor blade and found one. I mean, if I had an apprentice, probably, who was capable. But I haven't got that, you see. I've got Stephen, the country dope.
I'm not going near him, though. I'm going to stay away from him for a bit. In case he just turns around and flips.
Just get ready, love.
Back home, hair 12 inches longer, Jilly's preparing herself for the big show. The early spot at the Garston Woodcutters Club. Husband Roy provides musical accompaniment and light refreshment.
She's going to sing for an hour and a half tonight. She has an orange. It's just one of those things I've got, you know. She has one before she goes to a gig, and when I come home, doesn't matter what time, I say, do you want an orange? And I do an orange for her.
You see, I've got these lines here, and they're family lines. But if I just could get rid of them, it would make a world of difference. So Diane, oh, tar baby, oranges as well. Tar, love.
Stephen has stretched Herbert's patience to the limit. Behind closed doors, Herbert is in conference with his salon manager.
Right, Barbara, I've had to come to a decision, and I think Stephen
Isn't going to make it.
no, and he's got to go. Right. Do you agree with me?
Yes, yes.
Everybody gets an opportunity, don't they?
Yes.
And he hasn't taken the opportunities. On every occasion that we've given him, he doesn't think he should go on messages. He doesn't think he should do this. We all stress the bottom though, don't we? Because I was walking poodles at Bowl Street for Lady Derby. The damn thing, white things. Did it do a number one? I said, no, my Lady Derby did a number two. Yes, thank you very much. I mean, we all have to do all that.
Hi, love.
Oh, that camel. Seen that? Just sprout out your neck.
Stephen, he's got a bolt in his neck.
But he hasn't even bought a pair of scissors. So somebody hasn't cut hair even after a month starting in hairdressing. Doesn't want to be a hairdresser, Bob. Should I bring him in?
Don't start combing your hair or nothing, not yet.
It's curtain up for Jilly.
An old woman with no knickers, please cross your legs for security reasons. What I'll do, I'll announce you, then I'll hand you the mic then. All right, Jill.
Hello.
Sit down, kid. Oh, God. Oh, God. Now.
Looking at me.
I did tell you once upon a time, right, that if, for argument's sake, I didn't think you were going to be any good in hairdressing, right, and because you're always making the mistakes, right, that I would tell you to move on somewhere else. Oh, this is the day. And you've put me in this position. The brushes this morning was the last straw.
Let's have a nice Woodcutters warm welcome for Jill Francis. Your applause, thank you.
When I said I needed you, you said you would always stay. It wasn't me who changed with you, and now you've gone away.
I can't have anybody who works for me who are not going to take any notice of me, really. So I'm wasting my time. And I did tell you you were wasting yours.
Yeah.
And you've put me in this position.
They made me glad, they made me sad.
And now I could move you on to one of my other hairdressers, but they don't want you. So there's something wrong.
I never said you had to offer me a second chance. No.
But that's not personal to you.
I knew anyway, Herbert.
But why? Would you know anyway?
To be quite honest, I mean, college is the only time I actually hairdress.
When you start in hairdressing, you start from the bottom. I'm not trying to stop you in hairdressing and just think you won't turn out as well as I want you to be. It's the worst job I have telling people.
Is it?
But this is my business, told you. This is me church. And I've got the dog collar on.
Jill Francis, you're the more debut.
Do it again, do it again.
For Jilly, it's all been perfect.
Oh, elated, absolutely elated. Oh, take me ages to come down now, won't it, love? I've had an absolutely wonderful day. Every minute of the day has been beautiful.
Next week on Shampoo, Kate needs eyes in the back of her head at the trainees' hair competition.
You know exactly what you're doing, don't you?